What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys have an amazing day so far. Like always, if you're new to the channel, I want you guys to hit the thumbs up, and only if I brought value to you guys throughout this video, I want you guys to hit the subscribe icon. For today's video, we're going to be doing a full review of Conquerors Blade. Now, this game has been out for about 3 years. I've probably been playing it on and off for about 3 years now. It is an MMORPG, or pretty much MMO game in general, so it's a really particular game. The game style is very similar to For Honor. For those of you that are coming in from console, that watch me that play on console, I will highly encourage you to kind of look into this game if you have a PC and you're able to download it. Now, this game was recently, or I think that within the last year or so, was recently put into Steam, and Steam has about 2,000 to 3,000 active player on this game. This is the review or the actual trailer for the season 11, which is almost over. I think only has like 2 weeks left in it. And then we're gonna go into season 12, which honestly the game is pretty much how the trailer is. It really is. Just the overall mechanics of the game and the overall gameplay of the game is very similar to the actual trailers and things like that that you guys see everywhere. Now, the only thing that I would say about the game that is kind of a con part of the game is how repetitive it is. It's really what kind of brought me myself kind of like go in and out of the game. It's just really repetitive. It's all about just kind of conquering other like enemy troops. Is really a 32 map in a sense, 32 player map, which is 15 or 16 against 16, and you have about 2,000 troops on each side. So the purpose of it is really to conquer a single castle or a land in a sense, and just it's conquest in a sense. But you have artillery, you have full troops, and you do control the movement of the troops. There is different tiers, and there is dozens, if not hundreds, of different battle mechanics and units that you can use. Now, there is a lot of different players that you can have, or specific skill set and things like that. So there's a lot that you can actually accomplish in the game if you choose to actually unlock everything in the game. I don't even know what the actual cap is for this game. I think it's over 3,000 at this point, because I've seen quite a bit of players that were over level 2,500. So this game has been out for 3 years, so it's kind of normal for people to be that high in level. It does require a lot of hours, because I already spent about 100 hours on this game and I'm level 150 almost. So it tells you roughly how many hours you gotta spend in order for you to have over 2,000, or level over 2,000 in a sense. Now, it is the balance of the game style and the things in general is fairly balanced when it comes down to the battle mechanics. It really depends what sort of troops you use and how you use the troops. So for me, I like to play archers mostly for my troops in general. I do play the dual blade and or assassin, as you guys can see in this gameplay, and that is really what I prefer. Now, I used to be a bow player for most parts, but they nerfed the bow so much to the point where it's kind of useless. It really isn't useful against any actual player unless you're just kind of stunning back and really just poking people down and waiting for your team to go in. Because if you try to 1v1 anybody, you're not going to be able to. You're just going to lose against anyone, because the bow is just, at this point, the longbow is very weak against play on a 1v1 basis. So this is one of those things that most bow players are like probably not really that good. About only 2% or 3% of the actual bow players actually succeed at being a good bow player. And unfortunately, I'm not one of those. So if you are, good for you, the bow is definitely the way for you to go. Now, the dual blade is my favorite class to play because obviously it reminds me a lot of League of Legends and, Akali, which was my main within that game. So if you, are the type of player that like to go stealth and, assassinate people in a sense, that is probably the best way to go, is the dual blade. Now, there's a lot of heavy class that you guys can choose from, anywhere from the hammers to anywhere to like really the axes. I'm sorry, I totally forgot the name of the classes at this point, but those are different classes that you guys can see, and you can use artillery. There's so much you can do in this game. The only downside is that after a couple dozen of siege battles, you really find the game extremely repetitive. The only thing that it's kind of just different in a sense is the Territorial War, and that's usually whenever you find a clan, which early on I think you need to be up to level 60 in order for you to be able to join some sort of clan in order for you to fight the Territorial Wars on the outside. But those are actually a lot of fun too. It pretty much just means that you join a clan and you guys fight over resources and things like that to get more silver. Silver is really what buy you the top tier weapons. That's how some people have, you know, legendary everything in a sense. And it's really just how you know, do the gold. Now I can do a full tutorial for those of you that kind of want to know how to farm silver and things like that. If this is something that you are interested in, just let me know in the comment section. I will be doing that throughout this game. But in this case, I'm just doing a siege battle for you guys to kind of see what the game style is. Now I'm not in any way or shape or form the best player, as you guys can see. But I do, you know, do fairly decent for a low level player, because I mean, let's be honest, a lot of these guys are over level 2000. I'm just like barely level 100. So it's one of those things that it really depends on the time frame that you spend on the game. Like a lot of my tier units are very low compared to these enemies that I'm fighting here. But at the end of the day, it really is how you place them and how you use them, not so much on how the enemy is. So if you know, place your archers, even your fusilier properly, you're gonna be able to do quite a bit of damage and get a lot of player kills and even unit kills. That's what really counts. My only downside in this game is definitely gonna be me not going into actual lanes and kind of conquesting in a sense. I mostly go for kills and mostly go for unit kills, and that's kind of the weak aspect. But that is just really depends on the game style that you guys like to do. So there's one thing that I will have to say is the first 60 level in the game, you're going to be playing against a lot of bots. So you might think that you're going to be extremely good, but the real aspect of thing is there's not that many players in the lower level, so you're most likely going to be playing against bots for the first 60 level. But that is actually the best time for you to level up a specific unit and completely max it out to the point where you have a level 4 and you have a level 5 unit, which is where I actually messed up. Because early on into the game, I was just kind of all over the place. I wanted to unlock as many units as I could, and I now have about 4 or 5 different level 4 units, but I do not have a single level 5 units. The one that you guys see that I have, which is a Fusilier, those are actual mercenary units, which you're able to buy every single time. So if you are, you know, if you as soon as you come in, even if you have white units, you can buy a level 5 units. I don't know how it works without 60, because I mean I haven't been level 60 in a while now, because you know I've been playing this game really since the beta. It's just I've been on and off for so long that I never really level up much. But I will say for sure is if you're gonna play this game, I would highly recommend for you guys to join some sort of clan, and then join them on Discord, and that's really how you're gonna learn. A lot of the stuff that I learned was through, you know, joining different clans and kind of figuring out how the game worked, doing siege battles with them, and really just seeing the different strategy people use in order for them to get better. That is also how, you know, you learn about certain meta goals and things like that. Every season it's got a specific meta. Early on the beta aspect and even before, a little bit like season 1, season 2 time frame, the bow was definitely the way to go. It was doing so much damage, and it was really, everyone was really playing the bow, so that was really the place to go. But now it's really about heavy and tanker, in a way, which I mean every game in, you know, any MMO or any shooter games in general always have some sort of meta that you need to reach. So you know, you can either adapt to it or you can stick to whatever you prefer and then just keep playing that way and just do the best you can. Alright guys, if you have seen this video this far, don't forget to hit the like icon, hit the subscribe if I brought value to you out this video. Now, I will say for sure is I want to apologize if you haven't seen me posting any sort of video in quite a while. The reason why is because I'm in the process of buying a house right now. I am on the contract. I will not give any more details other than this for now. But I will be moving to this house soon, so I'm trying to upload a couple videos here and there. But I really just want to give you guys a tour down the road of the actual house, along with my gaming setup, so you guys get to see what my general aspect is going to be here for the near future. And I kind of want to get some ideas on how you want me to do the background, because the reason why whenever I live stream I don't have the cam on is because my background is completely extremely messy, and I just don't feel comfortable sharing that with you guys. So stay tuned for those videos, and you know, a lot of you seem to enjoy the last couple of videos I have done, so I'll be, you know, doing more videos like that in the future, so stay tuned for that as well. Let me know if there's any sort of question in regards to the Aventum X computer that I do have, because I will be doing an updated video down the road when I do the review of the house. But alright guys, if you have seen this if you haven't watched it this far, thank y'all so much for watching. I'm gonna shut up now. I'm gonna let you guys watch the rest of the video. Thank y'all so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to hit the like icon.
Units, assemble! Form shield wall! Attack! Form shield wall! Follow me! Get into position! Attack! Fire! Make haste! Shift it! Form up! Fire! Together! Into position! Units, assemble! Form up! Form close order! Get into position! Units, assemble! Shift it! Form up! Ready? No surrender! Get into position! Attack! Fire! Stand ready! Units, assemble! Form up! Form up! Move it! Units, assemble! Get into position!
We captured a point.
Take aim! As you command! Volley fire! Form up! Units, assemble! Ready for battle! As you command!
For Ostoria
Form up!
and Ostoria!
You heard the commander! Do it! Attack! Fire! Shields up! Get moving!
Ready for battle! As you command!
Shields up!
Ready for battle!
Hold it!
As you
Yeah.
command! It's harvest time! As you command!
Attack!
Ready for battle!
Get into position!
As you command! Ready for battle!
Facing! Form up! Volley fire!
Surrender!
As you command! What them out!
As you command! Squared! Ready for battle!
All in! Yes, Commander!
Bullseye!
Fall in! Get in position! Fire! Attack! Fire at will! As you command! As you command! Watch your basics! Units, assemble! Get into position! Form up! Units, assemble! Form up!
As you command. Ready for battle.
Get into position! Still! Units, assemble! Form up! Fire! Ready! Form up!
Go surrender!
Attack at will!
Fire! Together! Stand together! Stand together! Right! Form square! To me!
As you command! Stand ready! Units, assemble! Move it! Get in position!
As you command!
Open fire!
Time to strike!
We will be unstoppable! Attack! Fire! Attack! Form shield wall! Attack! Position! Strike! Blow them to pieces! Grenade! Grenade! Fire! What's your basic? Form shield wall! Fire! Open fire! Form shield wall! Open fire! Fire at will! Form up!
Ready for battle!
Fire!
As you command!
Concentrate your fire! Fire! Destroy them! Give them the counter! Blow them to pieces! Get into position! Form up! Surrender! Form up! Now! Open fire! Units, assemble! Fire! Get into position! Get in position. Open fire! Open fire! Get in position.
Assemble!
Watch your space. Form up! Form up!
Kill them all! Form square!
Destroy them! Protect the commander! Fire! Fire at will! Shift!
Ready for battle!
Form up! Volley fire!
As you command!
Form up!
Ready for battle! As you command!
Get going! Advance! Units! Advance! Assemble! No surrender! Form shield wall!
Our team is about to capture the final flag.
Attack at will!
Kill them all!
Attack! Fire! Fire! Right there! For close order! Fire! Stand ready! Stand ready! man standing.
By sword and musket,